Hi everyone, it's PhDSimmer here and welcome back to my channel and to a brand new legacy challenge. You know how much I love a legacy. So this is a challenge that I came up with to celebrate 5 years of The Sims 4. I was like just looking through, because it's all over Twitter, it's 5 years since The Sims 4 came out and I can't believe how fast that's gone. That's crazy. And I was just looking through like some stuff online and I was looking at what expansions we've had. We've had so much good stuff come lately and I feel like the game is continually improving, that's not a word, continually getting better. Like I think the expansions are getting better and better. I think the stuff packs are getting better quality and the game packs are getting better quality. If we go all the way back to like Get to Work and outdoor retreat days and some of the early stuff packs, I do feel like the game is improving and we're getting loads of new content. We're getting like these new stairs that are coming into the game. I think they're adding a bit more diversity into the game as well, so I'm super excited for all of that. Also we're getting a new Realm of Magic pack, but I was just like looking through everything we've had recently and some of these packs I have, you know, played to death and really fulfilled, but some of them I haven't. And I was just thinking to myself, you know, there's so many packs, and I was thinking, I almost wanted to find a way to like fully explore all the different packs. So I came up with a new legacy challenge, and it's a 10 generation legacy, and I'll talk you through it in a minute. I'm not sure whether I'm going to play it on screen, off screen. I think I'm going to play it off screen just because I've got a couple of other legacies going on my channel at the moment. So I came up with this 5-year celebration legacy to celebrate 5 years of The Sims, and it's split into like 5 sections each year since The Sims has come out. So 2015, 16, 17, 18 and 19. And then I looked at a list of what expansions and game packs. I haven't included stuff packs just because it makes it even more complicated. And I had a look at the different game packs and expansions that came out in those years, and I tried to like form a legacy around them. So each generation you focus on either a game pack or an expansion, or it might be both, in years where quite a bit came out. I think I've covered all the expansions and all the game packs apart from vampires. So that's the only one that's not really in here. And the other thing is I might adapt it when Realm of Magic comes out and do a Realm of Magic / vampire section, which would make it an 11 generation legacy. But who knows? Who cares? I don't know. We could get rid of something. But anyway, let me talk you through it. So for this legacy, it really, you do need a lot of packs. That's the only real downside of this. If you can find a way to like edit it to suit what you have, then definitely go ahead and do that. So you need all the expansions, all the game packs apart from vampires, and you need kids room and toddler stuff, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have them. So I'll just talk you briefly through it. You can I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can go and have a deeper look if you like. But what I've tried to do is I've tried to incorporate living in all the different worlds that are available, so the base game worlds, and then things like Brindleton Bay, San Myshuno, Solani, Strangerville, all of that. I've also tried to cover as many aspirations and skills as I can, and all the like the new little woohoo spots that came out with all the different, you know, for example in Solani you can woohoo in a waterfall, so I've tried to include those. And I've also just tried to include lots of events and things, because I was looking and like for generation 1 for example, I've never done a weenie roast in the game ever that I can remember, and I definitely don't think I've ever got gold. So I'm just kind of like trying to add little things in that I haven't done, and it seems like, wow, this pack came out in 2015. I haven't had a weenie roast. Anyway, so year 1, generation 1, is outdoor retreat and Get to Work. So you have traits, aspirations, a career, and tasks. Each generation has quite a few tasks. I've tried to make it quite challenging. There's quite a lot to do. Some generations are more difficult than others. So generation 1, it says, although you love your job and are determined to reach the top, being stuck at work all day has taught you to appreciate nature. You love nothing more than being outside, no matter what the weather, be it sunbathing, hiking in Granite Falls, or indulging in your passion for photography. You love nothing more than spend a few nights when you can camping among the stars. So, for example, in this generation, you have to reach level 5 photography, woohoo in a tent, have a gold level weenie roast. You have to live in one of the base game worlds, and then you move to Windenburg, and then it moves on to generation 2, which is Spa Day and Get Together. So, again, I'm not going to go through it in any detail, but there's like traits, aspirations, and tasks that are all related to those two packs, such as have a weekly club gathering, participate in a yoga class, woohoo in the sauna, do the dance skill and the DJ skills, all related to those packs. Then we move into year 2, and generation 3 features dine out. So here you need to have dinner parties, you need to have a 5-star restaurant, you need to live in San Myshuno in this pack. And then generation 4 is city living, so you continue living in San Myshuno. You have to get involved in graffiti. You have to use the kleptomaniac trait. Do the politics career, and then I've tried to add in collections because some people hate collections in Sims. In general, but I love doing the collections. I love that satisfaction when you've completed a collection, so I've tried to add those in. Generation 5, it moves into year 3, which is Parenthood. So you need to move out of San Myshuno. You need to have 4 kids and give each kid a different aspiration. You need to work on character values. Have a gold level toddler playdate. That's where toddler stuff comes in, and collect the void critter cards, and that's where kids room stuff comes in. So these 2 tasks, like, you can just scratch those off if you don't have those packs. That's absolutely fine. Generation 6 is cats and dogs, and you have to move to Brindleton Bay and start a vet clinic. You have to woohoo in the lighthouse, collect the feathers. That's what you need to do on that, and you need to have 3 pets at all times. Generation 4, we've moved into year 4 of The Sims, and that features jungle adventure and seasons. So it's working on flower arranging, growing money trees, collecting all the different vegetables in the other worlds, such as Selva Dorada and Solani, woohooing in a leaf pile, joining the scouts and the drama club. And then that leads into generation 8, which is Get Famous. So you need to move to Del Sol Valley, work your social media, needs to get over 1 million followers, complete your career, marry a 5-star celebrity, woohoo in the money vault, which I still haven't done, which I'm excited for. And then generation 9 and 10 will be year 5 of The Sims. So this is everything up to the release of Realm of Magic. Realm of Magic doesn't feature in this at the moment, but I may do some little tinkering. So generation 9 is Strangerville, which I've had Strangerville. I bought it on sale and I haven't done the mystery. I haven't even done it. I've had this pack for months and I haven't touched it. But there was a sale and I had to buy. And I've used the build buy items, I've used the cast items, but I just haven't done the mystery. So, you need to complete the video gaming skill, complete the postcard collection, write 5 best-selling books. You're not allowed to have any romantic relationships till adulthood, and you need to do the Strangerville mystery if you haven't already. And then generation 10 is island living, and that's where this legacy finishes at the moment. And this is all about doing the conservation, but marrying a mermaid, having a gold level carver party, befriending dolphins, woohooing in the waterfall. So I feel like by the time I get to, because I'm obviously playing island living at the moment, but obviously by the time I get to generation 10, which is a long way off, legacies take me a long time. Then I think, like, I've been working on Not So Berry for, God, it must be over a year now. It's crazy. So by the time I get to island living, I feel like it will be a good reason to get back into that pack. And things like Jungle Adventure, I loved that pack when I played it, and I just haven't touched it since. So I think, like, by the time I get to whatever generation it is, it's generation 7, I'll feel like, yeah, I want to play Jungle Adventure again. So, and I feel like by the time we get to generation 9, any of you who've already done Strangerville mystery might want to revisit it in the context of a legacy. I think that might be quite fun. And yeah, we're just going to hop into Cass and I'll show you my founding sim. So her name is Brooke Cranfield, and she's kind of a casual, outdoorsy sort of girl. She likes to spend time out in the garden. She likes to go hiking. I might get her a pet at some point, but we currently have no money. So she is an outdoor enthusiast. She loves outdoors. She's good and she's ambitious. So the traits you had to pick were ambitious and loves the outdoors, and you had to have outdoor enthusiast. And then I left like picking the third trait as your own, and I made her good. So this is Brooke. I'm starting my legacy off in the autumn, so that's why I've given her fairly warm clothing. She's got a couple of different outfits, so this is her main everyday outfit, and then she's got a couple of spares. Like I say, she's quite casual girl, apart from when she glams up for a night out, because why not? I think she looks stunning in white, and look at these new heart earrings I got, they're so cute. Yeah, so that's her formal outfit. Her sleepwear, her party wear. I love her party wear. It's so casual and comfy. Her swimwear, her hot weather wear, and her cold weather wear. I just liked her in this slouchy cardigan. I think it looked cute. So let's well, there's really no point me going in the game because all she has is an empty lot. You can follow like standard legacy rules if you want, or you can just kind of like just play it as you like. I haven't done the whole buy a 50 by 50 lot. It's really not that big a deal. Oh wow, that's a face. She don't like Slim, does she? Look at her little face. But yeah, I just purchased this lot in Willow Creek, and I put her funds to 0, but she's done a bit of fishing and a bit of collecting so far, and that's kind of how I'm going to start my legacy. I might skim through the original legacy challenge rules and just see if there's any I'm going to follow. I'm definitely going to follow things such as like not letting your spouses bring in money and all that stuff, but apart from that, she has done a little bit of oh yeah, and so I've decided that she's going to be joining the police, because I've done the hospital one, the doctor, what is it, surgeon, what is it, I don't know, medical career, whatever. I've done that recently in my 7D legacy challenge, and I also did the the scientist career in my not so berry. So I have decided to do the police because I haven't done that for a while. I don't think I've done that for a long time, since probably my get to work let's play. So obviously she's an outdoor enthusiast, and she hasn't been to work yet. She just joined the job, and she's already got nearly level 3 in fishing, 1 in charisma, 1 in fitness, 1 in persuasion. That's because I've got mods installed, so ignore that. And yeah, she's not wow, Bob and Eliza, she's not got on with them. I think it's because they tried to do the welcome wagon, and she don't want to have a house. They brought her a fruitcake, but she had nowhere to put it. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm going to end, because I'm going to carry on playing now. Like I sort of wanted to film this video before I carried on playing, and what a lovely way to end, with my sim looking incredibly cross. If you enjoyed this video, do leave a big thumbs up. Definitely drop all your comments and suggestions down below, and don't forget to let me know how you want to see this. Do you want to see this as current household updates? Do you want me to incorporate live streams? Do you want me to post the screenshots to my Tumblr page? How do you want me to communicate my progress with this legacy with you? Or are you not interested at all? That's absolutely fine too. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are going to try this out, please do tweet me at PhDSimmer, or contact me on my Tumblr page, anything like that, because I would love to see how you're getting on with this legacy. It really makes my day to see people trying things I've come up with, and I'll leave it there, and I'll see you in another video. Bye guys.